Snitches. What are the apps that young people are using today that parents and teachers don't know about? They use Google Docs as a chat room. Looks like schoolwork. Talk to each on a separate document, or through comments. I like that website where you can see what student ratings your college teachers got. I'm guessing they went old school and have created chat rooms. Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy? If your students look like they are typing a lot of notes on their laptops, they just have a server on Discord. Nice try, Mrs. Teacher Lady. You're not learning about photo math today. Check. I hide the answers in my brain. That way no one can ever find out that I'm cheating. Believe it or not, a lot are using Google Docs. https://www.theatlantic.com/technology/archive/2019/03/hottest-chat-hyphen-app-teens-google-docs/5848557. Those apps that let you ask people questions without giving away your identity. Photo math. The thing with most of these apps is teachers don't actually care that you use them. I know I wouldn't. What students do is just copy without understanding or paraphrasing into language they actually understand. I'm looking at answers to questions on Slader that are longer than the paragraphs the answer is found in. If you can't synthesize information, you're screwed. Most of the time, teacher just sit back and have a chuckle at the fact that students attempt to pass off a college-level response as their own. With math problems, if you understand the step-by-step process the app shows you, then you're learning, but lots of students are just chasing the answer. In math, you got understand the process, not just the answer. As I said, if you can't synthesize for understanding and long-term retention, then using an app is fairly meaningless anyway. Finally, I must ask students, what is the app for true word problems in math, especially AP Calc/Physics level items? Reddit. From what I see, we don't do anything special. Maybe some questionable Snapchat groups, but nothing specialist. Yak, it is huge among the kids. Photo math and Slader. Robinhood. GroupMe is really popular at my university. There are GroupMes for finding roommates, buying fake IDs, selling drugs, going on booze runs, telling each other about parties, selling clothing and home decor, selling tickets to sports games, warning each other about crime in the area or creepy dudes/frats to avoid. And for every class I'm in, there is normally a GroupMe. This includes lecture halls of several hundred people. These GroupMes can range from simple innocent ones that people can ask for notes, trade study guides, or ask for help with homework, to the not so innocent chats where people trade test answers, give each other attendance quiz answers, sell homework, etc. Last year I was in a lecture hall of about 250 people. There was a GroupMe for the class with about 170 to 180 people in it. I never joined, but I had friends who did. People were constantly telling each other test answers and posting the answers to online attendance surveys. The teacher got suspicious when 200 people said they were in class online and there were only 50 to 60 of us in the lecture hall. Eventually, someone added a ta to the GroupMe and the ta added the teacher. Apparently everyone panicked and left it, and the creator deleted the whole group before the teacher could figure out what to do with it. What was awful was that a bunch of students were talking horribly about the teacher and how much they hated her and how awful she was in the group me, and she had seen all of it. Back in the day, they used personal messages in unknown MMORPGs. And that was by far not safe if you wanted to keep it a secret. Ain't no way I'm gonna tell you about my fake eyeball with answers on the inside. TikTokLMAO. My bro did some embarrassing crap, and it ended up on a PewDiePie video with hundreds of views. Fortunately he was wearing a cough Trump mask. Edit. Since y'all doubt this, here's a link. https://udo.be/9m12chuvt0a. Around the 750 mark. Good old separate group chats from advisor. We just give the answers there sometimes when we don't have the time or will to answer or study. Also math away, Google Docs for notes. Grindr. It's a website called Blue Waffle, just look it up on Google Images. The Chrome dinosaur game is blocked, so I coded my own version in C. Fuck you, IT. If you don't get rid of these extensions I will DDoS the school website. Dang kids and their lemon parties and blue waffles. Slater gives the answers of question for most textbooks. Very helpful when one forgets to do their homework. Reddit. Classic.minecraft.net baby. Okay boomer. Knock it off mom. Tellin' him or Sarah ha. Wouldn't you like to know weather boy? YouTube and some kids uses Facebook like what? Smart watches. Not an app, but rather a method of cheating. As an 8th grader, I did this constantly. In Spanish, simply write the words on the table before tests are handed out, then cover up the words with your arm. Very effective and hard to tell. Another way is to put your things on the floor next to you with the study guide face up. If the teacher sees, just say "Oh sorry, I didn't realize that" and flip it over. If you have a test that takes for than 1 day and you can use your notes, just write the questions on a piece of paper, take it home, and then Google the answers, or ask parents for help and say it's homework. Cue a bunch of teachers tomorrow freaking out their students by casually mentioning chatting in Google Docs. Going on Call of Duty on phone and shooting the walls to make letters to communicate. Hotspot shield. I like 8x8 for thicker goods. If the recipe calls for a 9x9 then you'll need to bake a bit longer in an 8x8. Reddit. E621. Calculator vaults. Media gallery apps that you can disguise as a calculator, a storage cleaner, or just make it disappear altogether in the menu. You have to open it through the settings. That little bugger saved me a lot of times. Not so much an app, but if we are talking about school. Provided your smartwatch supports it, you can take pictures of your test and send it to someone who can Google the answer for you. I used a math app to auto-solve equations, and I used Inspect Element on Google Chrome to change the computer web page coding while still on the page to cheat on my math homework printouts, since the teacher only wanted the page that showed the grade, how many were solved and in what time it took to solve them. I also used Spark Notes instead of reading the actual book. Teachers know about it but my mom doesn't, and I was never caught. Even my English professor for ENC 1102, who had a PhD, never caught me despite knowing of its existence. She would even praise me and let me turn in assignments that were way overdue because she enjoyed reading my papers so much. I still prefer to cheat the old-fashioned way, by writing the answers on my body. Cell phones are too obvious because of the glow/looking at the crotch, and I never wrote any answers in plain sight unless it was written in some sort of code that only I would understand. I'd write all of the answers on my arm in black ink and then wear a semi-see-through black and white long-sleeved shirt. The teachers could never see the writing because they were too far away and it blended perfectly with the shirt's pattern, but I could still read them while resting my arm close to me on the desk. P.S. I am sorry for spelling errors. TikTok. Reddit. Here come the stitches, bitches. Pornhub is pretty hot right now. Snitches get stitches. Blue waffle. Okay boomer. Slater is top tier. I may or may not use it every day. Looks away. This one. Photo math. Battletoads.